I'm here today with a review slash how does it wear, is it worth it, is it worth the price, worth the splurge, should you buy it, should you not, of the Mer Soft Fluid Foundation and the powder. Now the foundation retails for $110. I believe the powder is about $95 to $98. Very expensive. I have never spent so much on a powder or a foundation in my life. The most expensive foundation I've ever bought was about the $60 price range, which is still very pricey. So $110 for a foundation was a little bit painful. It's what I'm wearing right now. Now this is going to be a collab with my friend Sam Sherman. When we were down in San Francisco for Gen Beauty, we stopped in Nordstrom's, we swatched this foundation. She has oily, acne prone, sensitive skin. I have kind of combo, more normal, not sensitive skin at all. So we wanted to see how it wears on her skin, how it wears on my skin. This video is going to be how it wears. I've worn this for the past 2 weeks every single day, but I'm curious to see how it wears without a primer. On this side of my face, I have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Primer, and on this side of my face, I have no primer. So we're gonna kind of follow me through the day and see how it wears. We'll check in a few times. Now, to tell you a little bit about this foundation, like I said, $110, SPF 20. My shade is beige 32, and it says that it has the Miracle Broth. Now it says rich sea kelp and other pure ingredients, cell-renewing miracle broth immerses skin in the legendary healing powers of the sea. At the heart of every La Mer treatment, it helps transform with every drop. Now, one reason this is an expensive foundation is it's also skincare. So not only is it a foundation to just cover your face or enhance the look of your skin, it's also skincare. So it's doing a lot of really good things for your skin. Like I said, I've worn this every day for almost 2 weeks now, and I have not had one breakout. I feel like in San Francisco I was starting to get a breakout before I even used this, and it never surfaced, and my skin has been insanely clear, and for the most part texture's been super soft and hardly any pigmentation issues. It says it's silky smooth, which I agree, long wearing, which I 100% agree with. It's a deeply hydrating, fresh fluid foundation and was created to effortlessly layer and build for the perfect coverage and ideal fit. I agree, it is definitely buildable. I did 2 pumps on my face, and that also allowed me to go down my neck a little bit, and that was perfect. If you want a little bit more, you can just add a little bit more in the areas that you need additional coverage. So it hydrates, softens, and smooths the contours and curves of your face, blending and diffusing light. Imperfections visually disappear. 100% agree. My pores look smaller. Fine lines are like you don't even see them. My skin has never looked so beautiful as it does when I wear this foundation. Every time I put this foundation on, I'm like, your skin looks so beautiful. It also has the benefits of regenerating ferment, and it says it's a powerful plant stem blend of algae and marine peptides. Skin is instantly plumped and hydrated, lines and wrinkles are softened, and pores appear smooth. Infused with ageless benefits, skin is veiled in comfort of SPF 20. Yes, 100% agree. I do feel like all of those things are true. I feel like my skin just looks so beautiful and flawless, and just it looks, and it doesn't look like makeup. That's the other thing. It doesn't look like makeup. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It doesn't move on my face. It just, it's great. So you kind of know where this is going with this foundation, but I'm still curious because I don't know how it wears without primer. So yes, that is the foundation. Now the powder, this is a first impressions of the powder because I have not used the powder yet, except for today is the very first day that I've used it. It's a finishing powder, and it's formulated with their Miracle Broth, which is incredibly light. It appears to float. I agree, it wasn't a heavy powder. It was super finely milled and very, very light. And it's unique, has uniquely coated particles that magnetically attract to the skin for a perfect fit. Skin looks radiant, while air-spun seaborne particles, some of the lightest material on the earth, created an imperceptible finish to help the skin appear flawless, and it's translucent. So I definitely feel like my skin looks very flawless. It looks very soft. It doesn't look like I have foundation on. It's very skin-like. It doesn't feel like foundation. You know, sometimes you could put foundation on and you like touch your face and it just like moves the foundation off. It does not do that. It does not do that at all. It like sinks and becomes one with your skin. And so far I really like the powder as well. It's not powdery at all. It's very, very lightweight. It does come with a little puff, poof puff, like so. And yeah, so if you want to see how this wears throughout the day, see how it applies, what it looks like on the skin without, you know, all the other face makeup on, then just stay tuned. I'm having to film this application part over again because the footage got deleted, but I want to show you guys how it applies. The rest of the stuff is the wear test throughout the day. For some reason, I don't know how, but I deleted me applying this. So I'm going to show you guys do it the exact same way I did it before, but you guys will probably notice like my nail color is different, and there's a ring on my finger. So yeah, I just wanted to film that, let you guys know that I'm basically having to refilm this footage. I'm doing it at the exact same time of the original video. I've been wearing this foundation, by the way. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. It's my favorite primer. It's what I have been wearing non-stop, so I know that it performs really well with a bunch of different foundations, and we're only going to apply it to half of our face, which is the left half, and that way you guys can see how it wears throughout the day. But I've been wearing this foundation since the beginning of November, and it's now December, and the video that you're going to see, I say that I've been wearing it for 2 weeks, because the time that I filmed that, that's as long as I've been wearing it. But I've been wearing it for a good little over a month, or right about a month, and it's amazing. So the left side is the primered side, the right side has no primer, and I usually just use 2 pumps. I kind of apply it like this all over the face, and then I go in with pump number 2, and this has like been the only foundation I've worn in the past month. Like, I have to force myself to try to use other things because it is an expensive foundation, so like I'm kind of torn because I'm like, oh, I should only wear this for special events, but I'm like, I don't really have special events all that much. And if you're going to spend the money on a product, you obviously want to use it. You don't want it to go bad. And so I've just been using this, and I love it. I love the way that it just so easily applies to the skin. I love that it doesn't look like skin. That didn't make sense. I love how it doesn't look like foundation, but it looks like, it just looks like a second skin. It's very natural looking. It lasts all day. It looks great in photos. This is what I wore to the Too Faced Sweet Peach event, so it's just really a beautiful foundation. So this is a little bit dark for me because most of my self-tan is gone, but we'll just blend it down. It's okay. It'll still work for the day. But I wanted to obviously show you guys how it applies, and I was super bummed that I deleted that footage. I don't know how I did that, but I deleted it. But I do have a tutorial for the eye look that you guys will see in the rest of the video. I have a little bit of redness, like there's a tiny bit peeking through right here, and you could add a little bit more product and build it up so it is buildable if you want a fuller coverage. I like kind of a medium coverage. I don't really go for full coverage very much anymore because I just feel like my skin doesn't need that. And I kind of like the appearance of having your natural skin kind of peek through and not have it look or feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup, which is one reason I really love this foundation. This is the Mer Powder. It does come with like a little puff. It is translucent. It's a little bit messy. It is very, very finely milled. I wish I would have like not opened all the little holes because I feel like I just got too much product. So I'm going to take the puff and I'm going to start under my eyes. So what I like to do is like freshly pat this out. Keep your eyes open and look a little bit crazy. And then pat it because you don't want all the like lines. You don't want to set the creases in your eyes. So you want to set it when it's all nice and smooth. So you're just going to use your little puff, and I'm not like buffing it into the skin. I'm tapping and pressing it into the skin. Pretty sure I have lash glue still stuck to my lashes. But it doesn't, I need to get my mirror too so I can properly assess this. So it kind of like mattified it a little bit, which if you have oily skin then you might like that. I don't usually tend to go for a super matte finish on my face anymore. But I don't know if you can see, it just like filled in, I'm going to try to see in my mirror. It like filled in all my pores, it matted out my face, the skin tone is very even, My skin texture looks very even. I do have some like wrinkles going on here. And it's not particularly setting into my wrinkles. All right, so I'm going to finish up with the rest of my makeup. And sorry that this portion was filmed on a different day. I wish I had the original footage, but I don't. But this is the exact same products and the exact same way that I applied it. And it's about the exact same time as well. This is about the same time I filmed my last video because my routine is my routine, and I film at the same time, wake up at the same time, go to the gym at the same time. So if you want to see how this wears throughout the day, then just stay tuned. I'm back for a check-in. It's a little cold here. It's like rainy and windy, and so I had to put my little sweater on. So it is currently 2:21. We're going on almost 5 hours of wearing this foundation. I have been behind these hot lights for, I don't know, I did about 3.5 hours of filming. And so I've been behind the lights, ran a few errands, and yeah, we're gonna check in and see how it's holding up. All right, so here we are, up close and personal. It's wearing quite beautifully. This is the side with the primer, and this is the side without the primer. Now, let me see here. It's hard because my mirror is like so low. All right. So the side without the primer, I'm noticing just a little bit more shininess along the side of my nose and here. The side with the primer, I feel like is a little less shiny. My cheeks are still completely matte, other than, you know, obviously my highlight. In between my brows, I have a little bit of shininess on this side, which was the side with no primer. So off the bat, the primer I feel makes it not get shiny as quickly. But again, 5 hours of wear, it's hot in here. A lot of filming has been going on. So it's holding up beautifully. I don't feel like the shine is greasy looking. I feel like it honestly just looks like a radiant foundation. I think it looks really pretty. So if I was to do a touch-up, this is what I do if I'm going to do any sort of touch-up. Really all I do, I don't have any like additional product or anything. This is just from when I did my concealer earlier. I just kind of dab along any area that it might be slightly shiny. And boom, you're done. And we're going to go get a good sweat on at the gym, and then I'll check in and we'll see when I get back what it looks like. All right, guys, I am back with a check-in. It is 5:22. I have had this foundation on for almost 8 hours now, and I just got back from the gym. It was leg day. Just so you guys know how hard I worked out, to know that I built up a good sweat here. Hour-long workout and burnt 660 calories. So it was a doozy of a workout, and I wanted to show you guys how the foundation's wearing. I've been back from the gym for about 45 minutes now, and did not blot or touch up or anything since the last check-in. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see how the foundation is wearing. All right, so after a pretty strenuous, sweaty workout, the foundation looks amazing. Like, it looks so good. I'm a tiny bit oily here, or shiny, just right around my nose, and on my forehead a little bit. But for the most part, the foundation is still on. My blush, bronzer, and highlight is still on. It still looks really good. This looks better than most foundations when you first put it on. And I absolutely love how it wears even through sweating, being really hot, and an 8-hour day. So if you have normal skin, I think you are going to love this. If you have combo skin, I think you're gonna love it. I do have an oily T-zone, and it held up really well. Just a slight bit of, you know, shininess around the nose and a tiny bit on the forehead. This is the side with primer, and this is the side without primer. I feel like it looks just as good on either side. I don't feel like one side performed better than the other. So you can wear it with primer, without primer. If you are oily, you can maybe do a little bit of mattifier right in your T-zone, and you're gonna be good to go. I have not done any touch-ups other than what you saw in the last video or the last check-in, where I just kind of went like this, and that was it. That was it. 8 hours of wear so far, good old workout, lots of filming with hot lights. This foundation is so amazing. it definitely is higher up there on the price tag. So with the holidays coming, I highly recommend maybe asking for this for Christmas, asking for a gift card to Nordstrom, but this foundation is definitely worth the price tag. It lasts all day. You don't have to worry about touch-ups. You don't need a ton of product. It gives good coverage. It lasts. It has really good skincare properties in it, and it's not going to break you out. And I really love it. I have ordered a lighter shade. I ordered the shade, I think natural or neutral, for the less self-tanned days. This one again is in 32 beige. It looks beautiful on the skin. The powder is also very beautiful, but this I don't notice it as much as a like must-have. It is a nice little luxury powder. It's gonna last you a really long time, but if you had to choose like between which one to splurge on, I would definitely splurge on the foundation. It's just such a beautiful foundation. You don't need a ton of product. It lasts all day. You're not going to be having to reapply it or mess and fuss with it a lot throughout the day. So if you work a job where you need to have your makeup lasting from morning until night and no fuss, I would highly recommend this. Oh, it's just so good. So if you've tried this foundation, let me know your thoughts. What are some of your favorite foundations? What are your go-to must-have, lasts all day, looks great from morning till night? Leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!